Bonjour! My name is David DeVere. I'm a wine educator and traveler, and you're watching Savvy Nomad TV, the Eau de Vie edition. This is December 11th. We're on the 11th day of the Costco Wine Advent box, and it's a bright and very sunny and very cold day here in northern Minnesota. I hope there's a warming red for us today. Okay, so if you're new here, you can click the link and follow the playlist for the previous 10 episodes. Yes, this is the 11th episode, the 11th wine. Now, looking at my dead soldiers over here, you can't see them, but I've got all the tiny little bottles next to me. I've got 4 reds and 6 whites. This one's got to be a red one, doesn't it? Well, let's find out. 11 is right here. It says Shine Bright on the little logo. Tear this open. Pull it. It's got all the wine above it, weighing on it. Looks like it's going to be red. What do we got? Deep Roots Cotes de Gascogne from France. All right. This should be interesting. Will it be warming? I hope so. Okay, well, I wanted a warming red. This might just be the ticket. Let's look at the bottle. It says Cotes de Gascogne at the bottom. What does that mean? It doesn't give us actually a grape varietal at all. So we have to think about the geography here. And France is all about geography when it comes to its wine. Well, unfortunately, the Cotes de Gascogne is a big, broad region. And Côte in French essentially means hillside or side or coastline. If you go to a restaurant in France, sometimes you will find on the menu a Côte de Boeuf, hillside of beef for 2. Yeah, they bring this huge roast to your table and carve it for you right there, and you just eat a lot of meat. Probably this wine would go with that. Anyway, I digress. The Cotes de Gascogne, large area in the south of France, south of Bordeaux, north of Spain, just north of the mountains, and then on the west coast, the west side. So down there. What is it known for? Well, the Three Musketeers hero D'Artagnan is from Gascony. It was considered at that time, and it is still to this day, to be a rural and agricultural area of France. It is not known particularly for its wine. It's mostly known for its brandy. They make a type of brandy down there called Armagnac. And that is, if you're into brandies, a nice alternative to cognac. Brandy, by the way, is distilled wine. So it's concentrated wine. Whiskey is, in comparison, distilled beer. So if you have whiskey, you've got beer. If you've got brandy, you've got some type of fruit, wine, or cider. Anyway, different day, different lesson. Cotes de Gascogne. What are they growing down there? There is one grape varietal from that area called Tannat, T-A-N-N-A-T. And in the local dialect, this is an area close to the Languedoc, where the people speak Oc. The other side, the tribe on the other side, would have spoken its own language. And in their own language, which now, of course, is just homogenized to French, Tannat means the color of tan. So, dark red wine may be Tannat, but we don't know. It could be Grenache. It could be a Syrah, it could be a Cabernet Sauvignon, it could be a Merlot. But what we do know, since none of those things are listed on the label, it's a blend. So we have a red blend from a agricultural region in the south of France, Cotes de Gascogne. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so first of all, we're going to feel the bottle and see if it feels cool. It's cold out, it's cold in here, and I bet it's going to be cold enough. Temperature is 56. That's just fine. And we'll fill out our tasting chart. If you don't have a tasting chart, follow the link in the description to download one and do this with me. This really does help you understand how to analyze wine better. Varietal, it's going to be a blend. Region, Cotes de Gascogne. And aged in, it's going to be an oak barrel, absolutely. All right, so now we can think about that a little bit. The oak barrel is going to possibly impart some flavors to this wine. Okay, let's see if I can do this without spilling, if I don't screw it up. Dang, these little bottles are full, and I got a few drips. Oh well. Okay, what would I expect to smell from a red blend? Well, I'm looking for berries, maybe herbs. It could be like thyme or rosemary. You do have some vegetal options here. Obviously oak, and that would be like cedar or vanilla or maybe even pine. Those are the aromas that I would expect to get from a red blend. Okay, looking at the color straight off, it's not super dark. Here it is. It's not light though either. So we've got a thick-skinned grape variety, extracting all that color. The thicker the skins are on the grape varietal, the darker the color. The thinner the skins, the lighter the color. If I was trying to figure out what the grapes are here, I would say this is a thick-skinned grape variety because I can see that the color is quite dark. Now, it's not black, it's not completely opaque, but it's dark. All right, so I'm going to go ruby and deep. Okay, let's smell this. When I opened the bottle, I could get an aroma immediately, so pretty aromatic. Maybe blueberries, a little bit. It's definitely more fruity than it is herbal or woodsy. It's red, so it's not going to be overly expressive as much, but it's a nice, clean smelling aroma. It's also a little cold for a red. It could have 5 or 6 more degrees to it. So I could carry it around and see if it warms up or not, or I could just grade it based on what I smell here. So I'm going to say blueberry, and I'm going to give it a 7. Basically, just on that first attack of the aroma when I pop the cork out. Okay, let's taste this. Ooh, I like that. It's cherries. Chocolate-covered cherries. Okay, work through the chart, don't jump ahead. Dry. What's the body? Medium full. Tart or crisp? The acidity is very nice here. It could be even crisp, but that might be just the temperature of the wine that I'm noticing versus the acidity. So I'm going to circle the line between crisp and fresh. Is the acidity there? Yes. Do I feel it on my tongue? Yes. Is it in perfect harmony with the varietal fermentation and style? I don't know, but it's good enough for an 8. Because I don't know exactly what they're doing here. I don't know what the grape is. I don't know what the Cotes de Gascogne, what they're trying to accomplish, but the acidity is nice. Balance. Let me taste it again. It's very good. Good balance. Alcohol. Do I notice any burning sensation as I swallow? No. Acidity. Already gave it a good thumbs up for that. Sugars. There's a little slight sweetness to this. It's nice and pleasing though. That's just fine. It's slightly sweet. And the tannins are super smooth. Very robust and smooth. This has very nice balance. I'm going to give it, is it perfect harmony? Oh, again, I don't know exactly. Should I give it a 9? You know, what the hell, I'm feeling generous. 9 it is. Flavors and depth. Do I get multiple flavors in the complexity? Yeah, I do. I actually did. I got a candied cherry flavor. You know, one of those little holiday cherries that are filled with brandy and little cream and covered in chocolate. I could eat an entire box of those. I love those things. I got that out of this. So that's good. And it makes me want to drink it. This is the first wine here where I actually feel interested and compelled in the complexity to want to drink it. I'm going to give it a 9 for complexity. And now finish in length. I might as well just take one more little sip. How's the finish? It's good. And it leaves a little bit of an uptick at the end. When I swallow, boom, there's a little extra something there. It's nice and long. It's pleasing. Okay, nice finish. 8 points. Time to go do my math. Okay, so here are my day 11 Cotes de Gascogne scores. Aroma, 7. Acidity, 8. Balance, 9. Complexity, 9. Finish and length, 8. And total score, 41 plus 50, 91 points. Dang. I mean, that's the kind of thing that gets advertised, 91 points. I'm surprised. After 10 days of mediocre, mid-range, slightly boring wines that show up but then fall away at the end, this wine is there for the entire picture. It shows up in the beginning with the aroma. It has nice flavors and balance with acidity, and then its complexity and finish. It's the complete package. It deserves a 91-point score. But tell me what you think. Did you like it as much as I did? I think this is the best wine out of the box so far. I did enjoy the Pinot Grigio. I did enjoy the Chenin Blanc, but this is our best red by far. So leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think. And if you've enjoyed this episode, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you're new here. And that's it for day 11. Until tomorrow, and day 12, I say à tout à l'heure, and cheers.
I need more sniffing time. Hey, that's a little bit, cherries? With cherries and something kind of woodsy and spicy. It smells good. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. Tart. Nice finish.